That's a new single by Reverend and the Makers, Heatwave in the Cold North, and it's next week's Record of the Week. Best of luck to Richie in Strictly. We'll keep you abreast of all developments. Thanks for this week's production to Phil McGarvey and Janine Meyer-Smith. I shall be back on Monday at 9:30, but right now it's midday, and it is, of course, Paddy O'Connell.
Ken, and in the meantime, have yourself a fabulous weekend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ken. Loved Tracks of My Ears this week. Absolutely fabulous. Hello, yes, it is Paddy O'Connell sitting in for Jeremy Vine. This lunchtime, go nuclear, go large, and go with Sizewell C. So says Boris Johnson. Is it a light bulb moment or a meltdown? We discussed the incredible story of the 32-year-old who posed as 16 to resit his exams at his old school. He got away with it. How did no one notice? Laura Koonsberg joins us on the Conservative Leadership Contest. Voting ends today. What's the process? Who will win? And what is the new PM going to do? That's all she has to answer. And child-shaped mannequins have popped up on the roadside in Leicestershire. They're to stop speeding, but critics call it all creepy. Get involved on Vine at bbc.co.uk. Please include your details. You can text on 88291, and I'll give you the WhatsApp number later because I'm exhausted. BBC Radio 2. Let's get the midday news from Tom Harrigan.
Paddy, thank you. The man convicted of murdering the marketing executive Sarah Everard while he was a serving Metropolitan Police officer has appeared in court via video link, charged with 2 counts of indecent exposure. Wayne Couzens is in jail for life for killing Miss Everard in London last year. Our correspondent Simon Jones has more from Westminster magistrates on today's charges against the 49-year-old.
Now, it's alleged that back in 2015 he was driving through Dover in Kent, exposing himself in a car. Then 5 years later it's alleged that a woman was cycling along a country lane between Dover and Deal when she said she saw a man emerge from woodland and he was completely naked. Now it's claimed that man was Wayne Couzens. Now in court he was asked whether he wanted to enter pleas to those 2 charges. He said on both occasions that he had been advised not to indicate a plea, and so the case was sent to the Old Bailey.
A report by the former Chief Inspector of Constabulary, Sir Tom Windsor, has criticised the circumstances in which the Scotland Yard Commissioner Dame Cressida Dick resigned from the role earlier this year. It says she'd felt intimidated into stepping down after an ultimatum from the Mayor of London and that due process was not followed. The Mayor, Sadiq Khan, has called the review clearly biased and says it ignored the facts. Conservative Party members have until 5 o'clock this afternoon to cast their vote for either Liz Truss or Rishi Sunak to be their next leader and Prime Minister. The results will be announced on Monday. The winner will immediately face pressure to set out details of the support they promised to help with energy bills. The President of the British Chambers of Commerce, Lady McGregor Smith, says the situation is urgent.
More and more businesses are shutting down because of costs that are absolutely outside their control, and they cannot get support in any other way. It's not as if for many of them, they can borrow the money. They've come out of COVID, they've already got loans, they've already got higher costs from national insurance, there still isn't a reduction on VAT, they have to have support now.
Cancer experts believe that the former BBC Breakfast presenter and journalist Bill Turnbull encouraged thousands and thousands of men to come forward for prostate testing by raising awareness about the disease before his death on Wednesday. The 66-year-old found out he had advanced prostate cancer in 2017. Bill Turnbull spoke publicly for the first time about his diagnosis in a Radio Times interview with his friend and former colleague on the breakfast sofa, Sian Williams.
He talked really openly about having things going on in his body with his bones aching and not quite knowing what was going on and wishing that he had gone to see the doctor sooner. And being that honest about his cancer, it just meant so many people got themselves checked. You know, he was a private man, but what he did changed lives, saved lives.
The Queen will miss the Braemar Gathering, the popular Highland Games event this weekend. It's understood the decision has been taken because of her ongoing mobility problems. Prince Charles will be attending as planned tomorrow. BBC News, it's 4 minutes past 12.
That's not me playing the drums. Thank you very much, Tom. It's the Jeremy Vine Show. Good afternoon. Here we go.